energy flows out from you in all directions, and it influences the environment that you're in. When your energy runs into or meets up with like energy, they enhance each other. They get bigger. That's why the saying, like attracts like, is so common, because people notice it. When you're with somebody that has similar energy, similar desires out of life or whatever, you actually can feel it. This is Inner Peace Place. I'm Karen. Thank you for joining me. We're going to be talking about our influencing energies in the environment. Now, larger groups of like energy influence even more. So when you're with a group of people that have similar energy, you might notice it more readily. It won't be as soft. It'll be more tangible for you. And while you're in the environment of like-minded individuals, you may notice that it's easier to maintain a state of inner peace. So this isn't an accident. This is part of the goal, that you can identify the energies that are similar to what your future path is like, and then radiate or enhance that relationship with the other energies. This is chapter 40 out of the book, Inner Peace, the Soul Self Remembered. And we want to understand that our core vibration is already there. It can be modified, but at this moment, it is a certain frequency or a group of frequencies. So as we understand that, the question becomes, am I able to seed this energy and shift it? And the answer is yes. Consider your being, your body, as a garden. Consider it in a state of growing like a garden does. The garden changes all the time. Seasons influence it, the sun, the care, the water, the amount of water it's getting. And as we have a garden, we tend to it when the flowers are doing well, as we do when the flowers aren't doing so well, or the plants. So it isn't that you want to run away if an area of your garden is struggling. You wouldn't want to do that with your core. If there's a part of you that is struggling, don't pull the light away from it. Don't put it in shade. Expose it to beauty and love and acceptance. And look for the energy behind it. With a plant, you may decide, oh wow, this isn't getting water. I thought I did that. Or perhaps maybe it's in too much shade, or whatever. You have a set number of ideas to manage your garden. Maybe you move it. Maybe you dig it up and move it to a different location. But as with a garden, the building blocks or the infrastructure needs to be in place so that things will flow. It doesn't just happen. It takes attention, it takes love, and it takes a pride in the management of the energy of your garden. I think another successful thing to put your focus on is that in order to live a peace-filled life, you need to enjoy the process. Just like a garden, you don't expect to just walk into a garden and it be the way you want. You need to get on your hands and knees and get your hands dirty, or whatever it takes to get the garden to a state that brings you joy. It takes attention, forethought, planning, and again, infrastructure. So as you learn to identify your core energies that is your becoming aware of your infrastructure. You're not in a hurry, like with a garden. You don't have to constantly be putting new plants in your garden. Sometimes you need to sit with them for a while, let them grow, see how they're doing. Same thing with yourself. How are your energies interacting with the energies around you? How does your focus change? In other words, what you're paying attention to. Whenever I use the word focus, that's all that means is I'm paying attention to this and I'm not paying attention to that. Where are your energy dollars going? Your thought energy dollars. So the process may include fertilizer, which is a little stinky, but in the end, it helps the plants. There are so many stages to our lives, to our energy flow, very similar to a garden. I mean, it's just a great analogy. So we sit with our gardens and we appreciate the miracles we're watching, the seeds that are growing. We watch the changes in ourselves with awe and respect. We can look at some of the garden that isn't doing so well, but we don't dislike that part of the garden. We just know that we need to tend to it, just like you would with yourself. Part of yourself, not so joyful about. Just tend to it with loving acceptance and light. To add light to something, it is a terminology that's used that is just talking about bringing awareness to it. As you focus your attention on something, the energy of that area will get bigger or manifest more. And so by focusing your attention on the parts of yourself that you would like to shift, you're changing the building blocks. You're changing the infrastructure. Focus on them with love and acceptance and bring light into them so that they can grow the way you want them to. Spend a short time every day tending to your garden, weeding it, pulling out what you don't like. Spend a short time every day enhancing your flow in the direction you want. Spend a short time every day giving thanks to what you have and to what you want. And finally, spend a short time every day observing the energies around you and finding the like energies, the energies that bring you joy. Thank you so much for joining me. Love and light to you and your path, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.